Want to play chords on the piano? Here are 5 tips to make chords just a little bit easier. Right, the first tip is always think left to right when you play chords. So if you're playing chords in the left hand, focus on your little finger first to find that key note of the chord and build the chord up to the right. For example, D, then build up a D minor chord. Then if your little finger find a G, G major chord. Always think left to right, not right to left. Don't think of your thumb and go that way. Some students do that and it's a lot slower. And obviously in your right hand, be opposite. So find your thumb, focus on your thumb and build the chord up after there. And the second tip is always be prepared to move your hand higher up the keys to play chords, particularly when there's a combination of white and black keys. For example, here's a B flat chord, first inversion, D, F, B flat. Sometimes students hang on the edge of the keys here and then get their thumb in a really awkward position. Look at how painful it is for the wrist. Move your hand further up the keys to play it. It's a lot more comfortable.
By the way, if you want to go from 0 to playing songs on the piano in just 15 minutes a day, please check out my free masterclass. The link is in the description below. You'll also gain some insight into my full course, BuzzPiano Premium. Right, back to the video.
Right, and the third tip is don't stress too much about the fingering when you play chords. If you're playing chords in the left hand, the textbooks would say use 5, 3, 1 when you play chords. Basic triads like this, and that's fine, but I do have some students who struggle. They just struggle with finger strength to play this. So sometimes 5, 2, 1 can work well. And the right hand, yes, the textbooks would say use 1, 3, 5 like this. But sometimes 1, 2, 4 can work. It all depends on context. Right, the fourth tip is to make sure you understand chord inversions and not just root position chords. What do I mean by this? So this is a C major chord, root position, which basically means C is at the bottom of the chord. An F chord, F, A, C, F is at the bottom of the chord. G chord, G, B, D, G is at the bottom. An inversion of a C chord would be to take the C and put it on top and play the same notes, we just change the order of them. This is still a C chord, but it's called first inversion. C, E, G. And then second inversion, put the G at the bottom, C and E on top. And if you do it one more, C, E, G, we're back to where we started. So why do we want to learn these chord inversions? Well, firstly, it makes it easier to play. If I play this chord progression here, C, F, D minor, G. Okay, that's fine. My hand was leaping around a bit, wasn't it? And if I do this, so C, and the F chord, I could do this. The G chord, or the D minor, could do this. And then the G chord, like that, and back to C. My hand hardly moves. Also, the chords sound better when you play them this way, when it's smoother. It's something called voice leading. When the chords don't move around as much between them, it sounds better. And finally, the fifth tip. Well, this is really a very common mistake I've noticed over the years when students play chords on the piano. And it's basically this. It's students who play a B minor chord, like this, B, D, F sharp, when it's written B flat major. So if the chord progression has a B flat chord in, which is B flat, D, F, very, very often students play B minor by mistake. So there you go, B, D, F sharp, B flat, D, F. Just watch this. It's very, very common. I don't know why. It's just one of those things, I think, where the brain works. I mean, B minor is notated as B with a little M afterwards often, and B flat has the B with a little flat symbol next to it. Maybe it's just that notation. It looks similar to some people. So just watch that B minor to B flat major sort of issue there.